Hi there, everyone, and welcome to episode 641 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, I've asked Neil Napier to send over a demo video of his latest software called Webinar Hero. What this is all about is the fact that Neil Napier has been completely killing it with webinars. He's been able to make, I believe the numbers around $350,000 just so far this year from doing webinars. I'm sure the likelihood that you've been on one of his webinars, he does a lot of them for pre-launches. So for the beginning of a lot of product launches, he does it for his own. He's making a ton of money doing this, and now he's made it so that you can actually do webinars yourself without having to pay the hefty up to $500 a month that some of these softwares ask for, and you can have the technology to be able to build beautiful pages, squeeze pages, landing pages, all that stuff to make your webinars super professional. Go ahead and watch this demo video. At the end, you're going to want to click the link above and check out exactly how this works. When you click on that, you're going to see it's going to take you over to a page that is using the Webinar Hero technology. You're going to want to opt in there so that you can actually be live on a call tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow on Wednesday, the 10th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. They're going to be using the software, demoing it. You can see it in action before it goes live and get in on an early bird discount. Let's get into the demo. Here's Neil.
Hey there, this is Neil Napier, and in this video I wanted to give you a complete walkthrough of Webinar Hero and show you exactly what it is and how you can use it as well. Now, Webinar Hero is a very powerful webinar platform that would allow you to do live webinars for your audience of any kind. You could do webinars with you actually being on the video, or you could simply share your screen and show them whatever you want to show them and educate them, sell them, and even more. So let's go into Webinar Hero and I can show you how easy it is to use. By the way, just to show you some of the results that we've been getting, we have had tremendous success by running webinars with our customers, and we expect you to have similar results. So let's go in and create a new webinar. All you have to do to get started is click on Create Live Webinar. Once you do that, it will ask you to either take settings from an old webinar that you have created or create a new one. In this case, let's create a new one. So there we are done. All I have to do then next is click on create new webinar. Once all the details are in, then it automatically brings up this webinar interface for me. Now, you'll see quite a few buttons here, and I'll tell you each and everything about everything you need to know. First of all, you see sales and leads. This is where, depending on the level, of course, you can actually go ahead and manage your leads, and that you can download your leads as well. But this is where you will see all the pages. The first thing that you see, of course, is its statistics. So how many people have ended up on the landing page, how many people are on the thank you page, live webinar, and how many people have seen the webinar replay. If you're creating a webinar funnel, then it is instrumental that you see details like these. If you wanted to turn a webinar from still pending to live, you could do that here. If you wanted to put it in replay mode, you could do that here, so that whenever any traffic hits that page, it automatically goes to one of these links that you have picked. Now, the very first thing that you will see here is the landing page. Let me just show you what the landing page looks like when you're starting out. So the landing page is quite simple. There's a subheadline, there's a headline, there's a space for video or image if you wanted to, and additional text, as well as this space for adding opt-in details. Let's go back to the software and I can show you how easy it is to edit everything. First of all, you can edit banner settings if you wanted to. In this case, I'm just going to hide the banner area, but in case you wanted to show it, you could put some banner area behind the headline, or above the headline rather, and you could also put in images instead if you wanted to. Let me just hide that because we don't need it. Then you have edit background settings. So again, you have the big color palette. If you wanted to choose a different color background, you could choose that too. Again, I'll let that go in this case. Now this is important. If you wanted to change your headline, you could change that too. So in this case, I've already set it up based on the previous screen, introducing this exclusive webinar from Neil Napier. Check out this amazing software. If you wanted to change that, you could change that too, and automatically the details will change here as well. Let me just minimize this. Then you have the call to action area or the video area. So either here you can choose to put an image, or in this case you could put a video embed code. So let me grab a video embed code and show you what this page would look like after I made a few modifications. So after modifying a few things, including the date and the title and everything, this is what I have. I'm going to go back in and show you exactly how to change these two. So let's go back here into JV Access, and I'll show you that the other things that you need to add is you can change the sales copy, you can change the opt-in headline, the opt-in webinar date, opt-in form settings, as well as then integrate this with your autoresponder. So you can either directly integrate this with SendReach, we have already built that integration in, or you can grab the HTML code of your autoresponder and put that in this software as well. And this is particularly important for anyone who wants to use their own third-party autoresponders. Let me just minimize that. The next thing is connecting it with Facebook. So if you wanted to actually get leads via the Facebook Connect button, you can do that too. We've given you all the training that you need to set up this Facebook Connect button as well. Once you've done everything, simply click on Save and Update, and then your changes will be reflected within the final page. Now, this is just a landing page. Let me talk also about the thank you page. Once people opt in into your landing page, you can take them to a thank you page. In this case, the thank you page, the first thank you page has been set up like this. So the times have been set up and everything has been set up already. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and change a few things so I can change what the thank you page looks like. So when you made all the changes, this is what your thank you page could look like. As you'll see, there are multiple features here. You can put your videos in here, you can put your images as well, and you can give people reminders via Google Calendar or iCal Outlook. Moreover, this is the live URL that people need to click and save to be able to attend the live webinar once the countdown timer hits 0, once you start the webinar from the back end. And here's the cool part. You can actually get people to share your links with their friends and other people simply to get more shares, simply to get more viewers coming back to your page and signing up to your webinars. Let's go back to the setup and I can show you other features within this setup as well. You can edit here the thank you headline, you can put in a call to action video or image if you wanted to, and you can present the webinar URL as you want. This could either be a Webinar Express URL or a custom webinar URL that you want. Again, all the details are already provided right over here. And then you can get people, as I showed you earlier, to share and unlock gifts, as well as edit ticket webinar info block, and then edit mini countdown area as well. So if you wanted to change the countdown timer, you could do that as well in this case. And finally, the add to calendar block. Again, if you wanted to send people reminders via their calendars, you could do that too. Next is the live webinar section. Now, in this case, this is a live webinar page. So let me show you what this page actually looks like when you're just starting out. As you can see, it's quite simple. Here's a space for the live video to go to. Here's a space for Q&A and an awesome free gift if you wanted to give them one. I'm going to go in, change a few things and show you what the page could look like. And by the way, this is the preview countdown page as well that people will see when they land on that page and if the webinar isn't quite ready yet. It's quite easy to change the webinar settings just by clicking here and changing name, time, dates, anything else. If you wanted to put the live embed video code here, you could do that. Now this is really important. You can either replay webinars by putting a recorded a video here, a YouTube video, or what you can do is you can actually use Google Hangouts for this. So let me go into Google Hangouts and show you how you can integrate Google Hangouts with Webinar Hero, which is basically what fires this bad boy up. Okay, so this is the pre-launch page, Okay, so this is the webinar that I have set up in Google+. When I click here, you will see that this is the Hangout that I have actually created within Google+. So once I have a Hangout, and again, this is set for 10 a.m. on the 10th of June, what I will do is I will simply click on links and I will copy this video embed code that this Hangout gives me. Once I have the video embed code, I can go back to this page and put the live embed code here. What that will do then is when I want to start a webinar, this will automatically connect to my Hangout and pick the page up from there. So there we go. As you can see, this is what the webinar page looks like right now. If I try and play this, it tells me that you have to wait for another 24 hours till the webinar actually starts. And this is how it works. What I can then do is I can go into Google Hangout and I can start my webinar. And as I start this, people would log in and people would see this page and they could see the webinar live and they can interact with me right here. And I can see the questions coming through via Google Hangouts and I can answer them right then and there. So this is how easy it is to set up your webinar pages with this software. The next thing that I wanted to show you was a webinar replay page. Once you're done with the webinar, you can also set up a webinar replay page so your customers will be able to see the webinar replay afterwards. Again, it's as simple as putting an embed code here, making sure your buttons are also made available here, as well as a countdown timer in case you are going to take away the webinar after a few days. And this is where the live Q&A things are placed. So any questions that you get will be available here as well. So you can also answer them through the backend, or your team can answer them through the backend if needed. Lastly, there's extra settings in place as well. So if you wanted to change anything else in this case, for example, the opt-in form code or the thank you page code or anything else, you could do that with this software. It is very, very easy to use, and also for the end users who actually come and attend live webinars, it's very easy for them to communicate with you as well. In fact, you can change these questions to Facebook comments, so that way you can collect testimonials live on call as well. So I hope you found this useful, and I hope you do get access to the software immediately.
I hope you enjoyed that demo with Neil. If you are interested in picking up Webinar Hero, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's when the early bird discount is going to go live. Plus, click on that link above this demo video. You're going to see this squeeze page right here. Sign up for it, and you're going to be able to see the technology in action, see how it all works on the back end, and be able to join in on an 8 a.m. Eastern webinar with Neil, with him actually using the software so you can see how it all works. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.